Yo, black man power, black woman power, black child power. It's KLX UBVOA. Today is December 26, 2016, episode 18. No, not 18. I miscounted. It's 18, yeah. So it's episode 18. Take charge of your life, take charge of your mind, take charge of your mental attitude, right? I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. The reason why I was a little late today, we was communing with the family, celebrating the first day of Kwanzaa. Yep. Supporting multicultural space. Hey, anyway, y'all, this is Take Charge of Your Life. I got some power words for y'all because it's about action today, family. It's about action. It's about actively pursuing a definite major purpose. Y'all know how we going up. It's about action. It's about actively pursuing a purpose. You already know what you need to do. You already know what you want to do, right? The type of people that I'm talking to, you already know exactly who you are, what you want to do, where you want to be, who you want to go, what you want to have. It's about, goddamn, making sure that your plans are organized. Make sure your plans are organized and acted upon daily. Right? Tell them about that action real quick, Queen.
Oh yeah, gotta act daily on your goals. Say it out to yourself, and really motivate yourself and keep yourself focused on what you have, desires and goals, and what you want to accomplish in life.
Right. Period. Because if you don't act on that shit, all of your ambition is gonna die. You know what I mean? If you don't act on your goals here, hold on. Let me ask Eric Sheppard real quick. Yo, this is Take Charge of Your Life. You're a special guest right now. If you don't act, if someone has a goal or dream and they don't act on, what happens to them? What happens to them? What happens to their spirit, bro? If they don't act on their goal or their dream,
you die.
You die. The essence of life is growth.
Exactly. And like you said, you put it more eloquently. I'll re-voice it for you. You said everything in nature strives to reach its highest potential value or its optimum level of growth.
Mm-hmm.
But every tree, even though they all grow to their full potential, every tree does not grow to be 100 feet.
Right.
So all of them don't have fruit, all of them don't have branches, but they still strive for growth. But you got to accept if your growth may not be the highest level of growth possible. Other trees may grow higher than you. But if you grow to your highest potential, then you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're divinely ordained.
Period. That's the truth. Thanks, bro. Yo, Chris, just real quick, man. We doing an improv. Yo, when someone doesn't take charge of their life, right? Like they don't act. It's something that they know that they need to do or they want to do, and they don't act on it. What happens to them?
Basically, like they become content. You feel me, with the lower self. You feel me, and that's the only way I can do it. If you're not actively motivating yourself and taking action and like perpetuating what you're thinking and what you like, what motivates you, then you become content. Like remember, for instance, you're a rapper. If you didn't spend as much time in the studio,
right,
you would be content with what you have now.
Right.
And that's just saying you wouldn't have a whole album.
Right.
If you were content with the first 3 songs you made.
Right.
It's cool.
Right.
You feel me? You wouldn't have a whole album. It's basically you, what is like 12, 13 tracks on the
14 on
14
that,
tracks on the song. So just imagine if you had 3 tracks. Would you be, you know what I'm saying? How would you feel about your success?
Right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? 3 songs, that's one set. You're a performer, you need at least about 9 and 10 minutes.
Right.
So you can't do that with 3 songs. So
right.
You just have to do more. So you have to motivate yourself.
Right.
So whatever you have to do to lyrically get yourself in tune with your craft, that's what you have to do. And like that's homework.
Yeah.
I watch KLX every day do homework. So you motivate yourself.
Yes. So those is 3 interesting additional perspectives on the topic of action and the importance of it. All right, because when you don't act, you perish. You feel me? It's like when a lion is hungry, he eats. When an eagle has thirst, he drinks. If they don't act, they will die. You know what I'm talking about? I hunger for success. I thirst for happiness and peace of mind. If I don't act, I will perish in a life full of failure, misery, and sleepless nights. You feel me? I will command, and I will obey my own command. Action. You feel me? Action alone is the prescription to all your problems, family. Persistent, continuous action towards a definite major purpose. organized plans. It's a science to personal achievement. It's a science to success. It's a science to happiness. It's a science to unconditional joy. It's a science to unconditional love. It's a science to the good life. It's a science to peace of mind. It's a science to eliminate fear. You know what I mean? It's a science to complete self-discipline. Right? Harmony in your human relationships is a science. It's a study. Right? Hope for achievement. Hope for future achievement. This is science. Hope is a science. Achievement is a science. It's a study. It's forever evolving, changing, growing. Action. Action. Action, family. It's okay to come up short or things not to work out as you originally intended. Like I intended to start this video at 12 noon Eastern, but or so 11 Central. I'm in Texas. We out at a restaurant. I had looked at my phone. I'm like, oh, take charge of your life. Start in 5 minutes or 7 minutes. Boom. 2 minutes later, my food came. I'm grubbing down. I get done eating. Oh shit. I'm so engaged in celebrating life. I'm so engaged in the moment. I'm so engaged in the now. So engaged in acting, celebrating the first day of Kwanzaa with the family, communing over the meal, having a conversation, engaged in in-depth thought, concepts and ideas, strategies, tactics, and processes that we're getting ready to implement. For people like y'all and people like those who are around us. And so being so caught up in that, so caught up in the now and the moment, and I looked at the clock and I was like, oh shit, I'm 14 minutes past time. So what does that mean? Does that mean I just don't do my Take Charge of Your Life video because I'm in the car and I'm in a different situation or a different place? Does that mean? No, it doesn't. That means the show still goes on, family. I don't even have my notebook. I left my notebook at the shop because that's where I intended to do my joint at. I didn't know we was going to get a meal. I left my notebook, my notes, my specific bullet points that I have planned for y'all to give y'all this week. I'm going to have to deliver that next week. This is just talking about action. This is talking about definite major purpose. If you haven't outlined a definite major purpose for your life, develop organized plans, identify the groups of people that are necessary in order for you to achieve that, as well as the obstacles that you have to overcome. And if you're not, and you haven't written it down and attached the date to it, then you're not serious. You're not serious. You're not serious. It's very systematic to turn your ideas into physical things. It's a very simple process, family. You like be engaged. Be engaged in your own rescue. You know what I mean? Be engaged in your own liberation. Be engaged in your own revolution. You feel me? Your own resurrection. Live the resurrection with me, family. You feel me? I'm living the resurrection. Dog, I once was dead. I raised myself from the dead, fam. I was blind. I healed myself from blindness, fam. I used to be deaf. Now I can hear. Not with these ears, bro. The soul's ears, I can hear. I can see clearly now. Not with these eyes, but with my eyes closed, I can see clearly. What can you see clearly with your eyes closed? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what will you be doing? What will you be doing? Hopefully not the same shit you're doing now. Unless you're actively pursuing a definite major purpose. See me, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what am I going to be doing? Still traveling across the world and country. Still performing. Still speaking. Delivering speeches and presentations. Still connecting with the youth. Still, praising and bowing down to the black woman. Still, spreading love, light, energy, prosperity. Still dedicated to my definite major purpose. Still actively pursuing my definite major purpose. You feel me? That's what I'll be doing 10 years from now. And a lot of my ideas will have been materialized by then. And a lot of things that I have to say will go without saying. Hold up real quick. Let me see how long I've been on. So just a few more minutes. I don't know. I'm only supposed to go on. I'll be giving 15 minutes of life every day, Monday through Friday. So anyway, like I said, last thing with episode 18, yo, it's like, don't wish it was easier, wish it was better. You feel me? Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Like, don't wish for less problems, wish for more skill. You feel me? Don't wish for security, wish for adventure. You feel me? Adventure, wish for adventure. You feel me? Choose a good life. Choose a good life, family. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your day. Engage in high risk living. You feel me? If you cannot risk, if you're not willing to risk, then you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, then you cannot become your best. If you can't become your best, then you cannot be happy. If you can't be happy, then what else is there? Let me repeat that real quick. Engage in high risk living. Low risk living, we already know what that gets you. Exactly what you got. High risk living. You deserve the best life has to offer. If you're not willing to risk, then you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, then you cannot become your best. If you cannot become your best, then you cannot be happy. And if you cannot be happy, then what else is there? King Leon next, UBVOA, the happiest nigga on earth, telling you to stay grateful.